rising wages, rising take-home pay, an economy that worked for normal Americans, a secure southern border, a lot of things, frankly, that I didn't think he'd be able to deliver on. And yeah, when you screw up, when you misspeak.
Yeah, a lot of people have said that this has been the greatest opening, almost 3 weeks, in the history of the president.
Imagine if your boss caught you trash talking him on your work computer, then promoted you anyway. That's basically JD Vance's life right now. Except his boss is Donald Trump and the receipts are all over the internet. According to our sources, Trump is absolutely losing it after Representative Jasmine Crockett exposed Vance's past comments calling Trump America's Hitler and other not-so-friendly nicknames. Now Trump's giving Vance the silent treatment at campaign events, and we've got the awkward footage to prove it. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great, thank you so much. Now back to the video. What if I told you Jasmine Crockett isn't just your average congresswoman? No folks, she's actually Agent C, a deep cover operative whose mission to destroy the Trump campaign from within has been years in the making. We've obtained highly classified footage of what insiders are calling Operation Vance Takedown. Dramatic spy music plays. Ladies and gentlemen, what you're witnessing is nothing less than the most elaborate political sabotage in American history. Our exclusive declassified documents reveal that Agent Crockett infiltrated Congress with one mission: wait for the perfect moment to deploy her secret weapon, JD Vance's own words against him. Flashing red top secret graphics appear on screen.
Well, first of all, Margaret, because I've always been open. And sometimes, of course, I've disagreed with the president, but I've also been extremely open about the fact that I was wrong about Donald Trump.
I officially accept your nomination to be Vice President of the United States of America.
Let's examine the evidence. Before becoming Trump's little sidekick, Vance wasn't just a critic, he was leading the Never Trump movement. Our intelligence intercepts show Vance using phrases like toxic to describe Trump's rhetoric. This wasn't just mild criticism. This was nuclear-level hate, and Crockett had it all documented in her secret files. Fake computer screen with blinking declassified watermark. The mastermind Crockett waited patiently, knowing that someday, somehow, Trump would pick his harshest critic as his running mate. It's like she has a crystal ball, or maybe she planted the idea in Trump's head using space lasers. We're just asking questions here, people. Our exclusive, totally not made up footage shows Trump's reaction when he learned what Vance had said about him. Sources describe the scene as apocalyptic. Hamburgers flying through the air, Diet Coke spraying across the walls of Mar-a-Lago, and Trump screaming, "Keep him away from the microphone." Since then, Trump's campaign has allegedly created what insiders call the Vance avoidance strategy. Our investigative team has uncovered that Trump now stands significantly further away from Vance at events. Their handshakes have become shorter than a goldfish's attention span. At one fundraiser, Trump literally pretended not to see Vance for 3 hours, even though they were sharing the same podium. The evidence is undeniable. Trump is now reportedly scheduling campaign events specifically to keep Vance in different time zones.
I can't stomach Trump. I think that he's noxious and is leading the white working class to a very dark place.
They have really, what they've done to our country is so sad. It's so sad. We're going to be bigger, better, and stronger than ever before.
There are rumors of a secret JD containment team whose sole job is to make sure Vance doesn't say anything that reminds Trump of the America's Hitler comments. So what's really happening here? The truth is obvious. Vance's transformation from Trump's harshest critic to his most loyal puppy isn't just political opportunism. It's the most desperate audition for power we've ever witnessed. And Crockett, like a political chess grandmaster, exposed it all with one devastating move on national television. We've just obtained exclusive footage of what insiders are calling the Smile Protocols, a desperate attempt by JD Vance to salvage his rapidly sinking political career. Late-night security cameras allegedly caught Vance practicing his smile and nod routine in an empty hotel conference room at 3 a.m., desperately trying to perfect the art of looking thrilled while Trump rambles about his golf scores. Though our footage might just be a random hotel security tape with some creative editing, the desperation is real, folks. The smoking gun.
Not just that the Republican Party base is somehow fundamentally flawed in a way that's unique in American political history, it's that Trump is a really bad candidate and, frankly, I think a really bad person.
Do you view Vice President JD Vance as your successor, the Republican nominee in 2028?
No, but he's very capable. I mean, I don't think that it I think you have a lot of very capable people.
Vance's jaw-dropping comment that his wife has to smile and laugh and celebrate whatever he says. Yes, you heard that right. This Yale-educated lawyer reduced his equally accomplished attorney wife to a personal cheerleader, a remark that scorched the internet with over 10 million views. Nothing says I'm totally secure in my political identity like publicly suggesting your Ivy League-educated wife exists to applaud your every word. According to our definitely not made-up sources, this verbal faceplant was just one item on the infamous Trump VP loyalty checklist. We've obtained what we're claiming is an internal campaign document listing increasingly absurd requirements. Item number 1, must describe former criticism of Trump as fake news created by the deep state. Item number 4, must be willing to carry Trump's umbrella in rain while getting soaked yourself. Item number 7, must refer to your spouse as your personal applause machine. Vance apparently took that one a bit too literally. Our totally legitimate body language expert doctor, I'm a Fake Person, has analyzed recent Trump-Vance appearances, highlighting telling signs of trouble.
I think that we just witnessed the greatest political comeback.
The Republican Congress and the Democrats in Congress had been a little bit better about how they govern the country. They were so obsessed with impeaching Donald Trump, they couldn't actually govern.
Notice how Trump's left eyebrow raises 2.7 millimeters when Vance speaks, a clear sign of presidential disgust, she explains while circling random parts of the screen. And Vance's tendency to blink 3 times whenever Trump mentions loyalty indicates severe psychological distress. One particularly tragic piece of doctored footage shows Vance at a Pennsylvania rally, desperately waving his arms like a drowning man while Trump pretends to be fascinated by a nearby wall. Sources claim Vance has been reduced to slipping notes under Trump's hotel room door, reading, "Please let me be seen with you," and "I promise I never meant America's Hitler," literally.
So far, I think he's doing a fantastic job. It's too early. We're just starting.
But by the time you get to the midterms, he's going to be looking for an endorsement.
I was wrong, first of all, because I believed some of the media stories that turned out to be dishonest fabrications of his record. But most importantly, Donald Trump delivered for the American people.
The question remains, what embarrassing loyalty display might come next? Will Vance get a Trump face tattoo, start wearing a MAGA hat to bed, legally change his middle name to Donald? So here's the real conspiracy, folks. The greatest magic trick in politics isn't making scandals disappear. It's making principles vanish. JD Vance, Yale Law grad turned MAGA cheerleader, performed the ultimate transformation from calling Trump America's Hitler to being his #1 fan. As Representative Crockett brilliantly exposed, when you sell your soul, at least make sure the receipt doesn't end up on Twitter. That's modern politics for you, where yesterday's harshest critic becomes today's loyal defender faster than Trump can type "Kofefi." The question isn't whether politicians will flip-flop, but how quickly they'll do it when power is on the line. Stay tuned for next week's investigation: Trump's hair, sentient being, or Russian spy technology.